Welcome back to UnKind TV, everyone. We're George and Martha.
Hello.
Today we'll be giving you our review of the film Judy, starring Renée Zellweger.
I don't like to go to movie theaters anymore, Martha. You know that.
You have good reason to say that because I'm currently fighting a cold as a result of going to see Judy.
Yeah, who is sitting next to you?
Some woman hacking up a lung. Why do you go to the movies if you're sick?
And why do you go to the movies if you're just going to text?
First of all, I've got that woman next to me and then a gang of kids like cutting school, maybe 4th grade, running up and down the theater. You go sit in the front, I'm just in the back. Like, of all the movies to go cut school to see.
Maybe that was the only one they could sneak into.
I bet they did it to go see Joker.
And they got
confused.
confused.
They got stuck seeing Judy. But they were entertained, which is a testament to the film. They were.
How were they entertained?
They shut up. I saw their little heads.
That's you know what? I'm glad they cut school for Judy.
Judy was a good film. It was a lot better than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
I expected the worst. I feel that truly you cannot make a Judy Garland film. Nobody can sound or look like her properly. She's one of those figures. It's like Marilyn Monroe. None of the people who've done Marilyn have really done it to the point that you forget it's a movie.
Yeah.
You know, like when we watched Feud, the way Jessica Lange did Joan Crawford, boom. I forgot I was watching Jessica. Even, I know it's not the greatest movie, but Selena.
With J-Lo.
I have to give J-Lo credit where credit's due. She was so much like Selena, it was creepy.
Well, that's also has to do with some casting.
Well, I don't know. J-Lo did a really good job talking like her and moving like her.
Well, that was like her breakout, so she probably tried extra hard too, huh?
She had it down. She had it down. And they didn't do the stupid crap of not using the vocals. So in Judy, Renée does all the singing. I thought that was a very big mistake. Big mistake. Because while Renée gives a valiant, truly heartfelt performance, she's nothing like Judy Garland.
I need to see it. I just want to come out on Netflix, please. I don't want to go to a movie.
We wanted to give you the review because, you know, it's still in theaters, but he won't go with me, so we just had to settle for me giving you the 411. If you are a Judy Garland purist, you're not going to like this film. There's a lot that they embellish.
You're a Judy Garland purist, and you did like it.
I'm going to get to my rating.
Okay. Oh, a rating?
I'm going to rate it. I am going to rate it. Okay? Okay. Ramona.
That was Ramona.
Well, who's Judy Garland?
Yeah.
Renée's acting is excellent.
It is.
She captures Judy's spirit. That part is true. She's like a fragile little hummingbird, and she's got a great sense of humor, and she's quick, and she's terrified. She's got the worst stage fright ever, and she's very charming, and then she's very narcissistic and scary. She had all of that down. I was particularly moved by a scene when Judy doesn't want to go out on stage. This whole film is really only about a short period of time in Judy's life. It really shouldn't have been called Judy. It's based on a play called End of the Rainbow, and that's what they should have called it. Because they try to do these little flashbacks that give you some information about her childhood. The flashbacks are god-awful.
You didn't like the actress.
The actress is horribly miscast. It's very forced, the acting. A lot of it is inaccurate. They don't show you Judy Garland's mother, who she said herself was the real Wicked Witch of the West. They don't give you any of that. All they show you is that, yes, MGM pumped her full of pills. What made her a drug addict? She was given speed to wake up. She'd get to sleep like 2 hours, and then they were giving her other pills, and she could never get off that. That's how she ends up the way she is. She's broke, and she has to do this stint in London, and it was a disaster.
Yeah.
That's what the movie's really about, and I think that's all they should have focused on.
I love when biopics or biopics or however the hell you want to pronounce it, does focus on just one specific part of a person's life. I don't like the whole sweeping, epic of,
There's no way to do it properly.
No, because then it's more about the story.
But the thing is, Selena died at 23, so you can get away with that.
Yeah.
it's much harder to cover someone's life when they live to an older age. Although Judy was only 47 when she died, so...
No, she looked much older.
I know. It's so sad. It's a very sad movie. That's the other thing. It's incredibly depressing.
It sounds like they have... The inaccuracies are like intentional. They want to sugarcoat it.
They tried to
Like
make her out to
romanticize
be a little bit kinder than she was. I think they wanted to make her seem like a better mother than she was capable of being. I think they wanted to show how important she is to the gay community. So they give us this to me, all I could think of was him. How we would spoof it. They showed Judy hanging out with two gay groupies. And she ends up spending the whole night with them in their apartment. And it's so absurd because you know this didn't happen. There's no way she's hanging out, playing cards, smoking and joking with these two men.
You're a drug addict. You're self-centered.
You don't go from tanking in your performance, getting literally booed off the stage, things thrown at you for showing up 3 hours late, and then all of a sudden you're in a great mood and you're hanging out with people all night that you never met. And it even goes as far as...
Please tell me what?
One of them sits down at the piano. He plays a few notes, very slow and dramatic. Judy's smoking a cigarette. And just very slowly, forget your troubles, come on, get happy. And the guy starts sobbing at the piano. Like,
Yeah.
she hugs him, holds him.
Does he receive?
She's like, it's okay. And she's looking up and he has her pictures all over the place. It was a fantasy sequence. And so is the ending. I will not give anything away, but it's a little unrealistic. But it's enjoyable.
I don't know why I was just like, from the get-go, I'm just like, had no interest in seeing it. I guess because I picked up on it being sort of just like this, fantasy, like romanticized, sugar-coated version. Just because she was a terror doesn't mean that she was a bad person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd much prefer that they show who she really was.
Listen to the tape she recorded when she was dying.
They don't include that.
That would be so freaking good.
They wanted to show how MGM ruined her for life.
And they made her, what, a victim? Or
she said it herself. She says it on the tapes, and they don't include that she was trying to record a book about her life, and she couldn't get through it, and she was just screaming into this recorder. If you have not heard these, look up the Judy Garland tapes.
If you don't want to.
But at one point, she says, so what if I never got over any goddamn rainbow, you sons of bitches? They don't include that.
It would be so nice if they opened with that.
It's because it was nasty.
Like
They didn't want to show her. They never wanted to show her nasty. She's always a victim. It's Judy against the world.
And she was a victim, but she was also very flawed.
She was. Yes, she was a little monster.
That's why I don't like a lot of these biopics.
They're overly sympathetic, and I feel like when you really love an artist and you really want to,
you forgive them.
Yes, you forgive
and
their faults. I love Judy Garland. I know who she really was.
Yeah, and there are people living today who I worship, even though I know that they are
horrible people,
horrible or just very sick.
Look, it's worth seeing if you are not into the Marvel movies, if you're not into going to see the Joker, you just want a drama, you happen to like Judy Garland, you're familiar with her story. Renée is really good. I think she could get the Oscar.
Really?
Yeah, she was excellent. I love when she's performing and she's too drugged to really do well. Renée does this thing with her eyes where she's like trying to stay awake while she's singing and she can't even keep up with anything.
Yeah.
It was good. I would give it, for Renée's effort, a 6 out of 10. If it were not for Renée's performance, it would have been
like Hallmark.
Yeah. It was bordering on Hallmark Lifetime. It really was.
And that's what a lot of them, like Iron Lady. Did you see the Iron Lady?
Eat that egg.
She was good, but the movie in general just sucked.
She was excellent. She was better than Renée.
Well, yeah.
Renée sounded like Renée. That was my biggest issue. And her singing, she sings very well. She does a great job, but she doesn't sound like Judy Garland. You will never be able to capture that woman's voice. That is one of the greatest, most unique, distinctive voices of our time. It's like having John Goodman play Pavarotti and do the vocals. Like, why would you do that?
No.
You can't. Just use her voice.
Yeah.
I think they want to make a movie about Maria Callas soon. What are you going to do that
Meryl.
too? Are you kidding me?
No, but it's based off of Master Class, which is it's a play, and Maria Callas, this was when she was retired, so that there wasn't any singing involved. She had retired from singing, and it was about her just recounting like her life as, you know.
I'm sick of Meryl.
I know you are. I've accepted it.
Anyway, that's my review. I think you should see it. Let me know what you think if you did see it. If you're not looking for a feel-good picture. It is certainly not a feel-good movie.
What feel-good movie is out right now? Bombshell? I will be on opening day seeing Bombshell.
Get happy.
Or not.
You gotta cry.
I don't want to mess up your beehive.
You're not an abomination.